Hi everyone, it's Katie from Katie's Confections again. So I just thought tonight we would make some pork salads, chopped salad, because we do everything in chopped salads since we have these handy dandy little choppers. But I'm going to make a mango lime vinaigrette first, and so I thought you might as well be with me for the whole ride. And I'm going to get to show you our little manual food processor, because this thing is super exciting. It calls for the recipe I got from Yumly, and it calls for putting in the food processor. Nobody wants to get a giant food processor out just to make some dressing. That's what I think. So we're just going to use our little manual food processor, and it will be phenomenal. You will see. So first of all, they want a cup and a half of fresh mangoes, and luckily Misfits brought us perfectly ripe mango today, which is the inspiration for tonight's dinner. And I'm going to use my 2-cup prep bowl because there is a cup and a half mark right here, so I can just start chopping this up and not have to worry. Maybe it's not quite as ripe as I thought it was. That's okay. I'm sure this is not the correct way to peel a mango, but here we are. We're doing it anyway. I think as long as the peel comes off, that's a win. And for a chopper, you don't need to cut these into small pieces. I'm just cutting them smaller so that I make sure, measurement-wise, I have an idea of. And I'm not super good at sticking exactly to measurements, so about a cup and a half. That's what we're shooting for. If I have a little bit of mango left over, it's going in. And I know you can't see it because it's flat, but I'm using one of our cutting mats, which are great. They take up less room on the counter, they take up less room in the cabinets, which is important when you're someone like me who has a kitchen full of gadgets and things. Alright, so we're probably at about a cup. Yeah, we're at about a cup, and it's calling for a cup and a half. So I'm going to improvise a little bit, and I'm going to add a little bit of fresh Georgia peach. Just so we have enough for the recipe. That's how I do things. I just make it up as I go along. Just happened to find a farmer's market today, so this is perfect. I have all these great Pampered Chef knives. Don't ask me which one is which. I could look it up. I don't know off the top of my head. I just know that they're amazing and they cut really, really well. Okay, let's see. Yeah, so we just improvise, and instead of mango lime vinaigrette, we're going to have peach mango lime vinaigrette. Just going to get rid of these. We're not going to get rid of these. I'm going to eat them. Usually when I make applesauce, Emily's over here eating apple peels. We just don't tell her that it's happening. We get to eat all of them. We need the juice from 3 limes. Now, that could be anything. 3 limes, because I have limes that are this size, and I have limes that are this size. Misfits. This one might be a Walmart lime. Anyway, so I just decided to take the average. I have a small, medium, in what I would say is a large lime. See, that would make quite a bit of juice. You can't see it. Quite a bit of juice. I'm very partial to my antique juicer, so I don't want to have to squeeze the limes. Okay, let's say that's plenty. So, I'm going to take our little chopper. See, there's just blade that comes out for washing it. This thing is great for everything. Onions, peppers. When I make bean salad, I chop up everything. Even the olives, then you don't have to slice the stupid little olives. You know, that's annoying. Alright, so I'm just going to pour the pork into here. Okay, so watch this. Super easy. This little thing is also good for making salsa. So you make mango salsa or regular salsa. You just put all your ingredients right in here. Right in the we're making dressing, and so we want this to be pretty much pureed. We're also going to use it to mix it, so I'm not going to be too concerned right now. So right now this is the consistency that I have. And then I'm going to add the other ingredients. So I'm going to add my lime juice. And a tablespoon of olive oil. Are these the cutest little measuring cups you've ever seen in your life? Yeah, we used to have these, and then they retired them or whatever, discontinued them, and then they came back this spring, which is super exciting because then I got an extra one for free. Good to have more than one. So these are great for tablespoons, ounces, and quarter cup. So I'm gonna put a tablespoon of olive oil and a tablespoon of white rice vinegar. Now I'm all about substitution, so if you don't have rice vinegar, not to worry. You can use white vinegar. Rice vinegar is just a very mild vinegar, and so it's just won't overpower it, but it is okay. If you like vinegar, it doesn't matter. Then want a half a teaspoon of salt. So I like to use coarse salt when I cook. I don't know why. I just do. Easy, I just keep this by the stove and throw it in when I need to. So I'm going to put half a teaspoon. It says a quarter to a half a teaspoon. We like salt, so I used a half. And then 8 to 10 dashes of hot sauce. This is one of those recipes where it's like just like eyeball it. I like Texas Pete. I like put on eggs in the morning. But so that's what we have. Okay. Better to have to go back and add more later. And then it says 6 to 8 tablespoons of water. For whatever your liking is for consistency. Oh my gosh, that looks great. So actually, I'm just going to taste it. That's my consistency. That's how I know. Oh man, that's delicious. Okay. So I'm going to probably, I like my dressing a little thicker, so I'm going to go 2 tablespoons at a time for water, because I don't want to lose that flavor. And I don't want my dressing to be super runny. Alright, maybe 2 more. So we're going to end up with 4 tablespoons of water, it looks like. Maybe 5. Also depends. If you're not putting this on a salad and you're going to use it on chicken or shrimp or salad or something like that, you might want it a little thicker. Okay, so now you can see the consistency, and as I almost dump it all over the counter, that's good. Oh, look at it, isn't it beautiful? What a nice color. The great thing about our mix and pour from Pampered Chef is I can put this in, and you know, dressing settles, especially homemade dressing, so we can just shake it up. You need to shake it up when it's time to put it on the salad, and then I can store this in the refrigerator. So usually I make a batch of dressing and it lasts us probably a week, maybe not quite, depends how many salads we have. But we don't buy dressing at the store anymore. We just make our own at home. So we do a lot of vinaigrettes and those kinds. So that takes care of our dressing. So we're just going to let that sit until it's time, and then we're going to start working on the salad. So I'll sit